Welcome back to Bro to Bro. I'm your host, Miles. As always, I'm gathered here by Dominic and Eli. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing great.
Better than I deserve.
Better than you deserve. And today we wanted to talk about getting out of our comfort zones, or your comfort zones. First topic I wanted to cover with you guys was, just trying new hobbies. Have you guys done any new hobbies lately? Anything new you guys getting into?
Go ahead. You can take the lead here.
No, let me see. New. One thing I'm trying to do is I actually want to start like recording my workouts at the gym and everything too. I mean, this guy really got me into it, Dom. When he just started posing and everything in front of the camera at 24, I was like, and it's just seeing everyone else do it. Like, I want to like grow myself in that way too. I want to see if I can be able to produce a type of content that's followable.
So you'd say that like you're not very like well versed as far as like the technology and posting and all that stuff?
You know damn well I'm not. Why is just a leading question here just right at the beginning? What happened to
Hey, bro, I gotta let them know.
For
Right,
context,
ease into the
For context, your average response time on a text message is 3 to 5 business days. So that's the context for the
you
audience.
guys, yes.
Per us.
Per
so
every-
And that is my expedited.
Oh, so you're like
Actually, no,
backed
no,
up.
no.
You're like Postmail then with like regular people.
I currently have I currently have 38 unread messages.
I don't think that's as bad as me. I'm at 47.
That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. I just open and close them, even if they say red. I don't really care.
Nah, it just sometimes like I get the okay text and I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't gotta.
You don't click it?
It's because like it'll be like 15, and I just like it just stacks up. I got like certain apps telling me about some products that's coming out.
I'm OCD about it. I just open and close it.
I mean, you can like mass read it all, which is what I do. Once it gets to like 80 or 90.
80 or 90.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than like the thousands, bro.
With text? Who goes to the thousands in text?
Bro, they asked Bronny like last month, and
Oh,
he has
that's-
like thousands.
He's a celebrity.
Okay, but you never had like people in high school, like they just never opened text messages because they just thought they were better than people.
Honestly, don't remember.
I knew a couple.
I don't know. Went to all boys school. So I feel like that's like a
That's unfortunate.
That's why I left an old boys' school. It was a rough life. I know, Eli. It's okay.
it wasn't bad at all actually.
Yeah,
That's what
keep
they
telling
all say.
yourself that.
You guys should try it.
I
I'm
should
good.
try to go to an all-boys school
Yeah, get out of your comfort zones.
as a 24-year-old.
An all male college for your masters.
What about you, Dom? You doing anything new? Hobby-wise.
Hobby-wise. Man, not really. I mean, I'm kind of sticking with what I know at the current moment. I mean, obviously there's a reason for that. Man, I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off.
Bro, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off right now.
We're just fucking
Nah,
off the rails.
off to the races. Here we go. This will be my final episode for a while, as you two know. So, I guess in that aspect, I'm getting out of my comfort zone, right? So, be going away for an extended period of time to go train for my career, and we'll see what happens when I come back and where we pick up at. And I know that you guys are gonna do and hold it down here with the content, and y'all got it. Just something I have to do personally. That's getting out of my comfort zone.
Are we allowed to disclose where it is you're going?
We can disclose where I'm going, like the general area. We can discuss kind of why. If it's just not something, I just won't answer the question. I'll just be like, I don't really want to talk about that, or I don't think I'm allowed to. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
Dodge the question.
Okay, where are you going?
Okay. So I'm going all the way to the East Coast. I'm going to Georgia, literally in a town like right on the total opposite coast.
First time going to Georgia?
Yes, first time actually being in the state of Georgia, so it should be should be interesting. It'll be more southern than Memphis.
What challenges do you think you're gonna face, like being in Georgia?
Mentally, I feel great. I think a lot of it's going to be physically. I think physically the humidity is going to be a lot worse. I know that. Just a little experience, but I know it's going to be worse 'cause it's even more down there. What else? I think the bugs are going to be terrible is what I've heard. And then I don't know. I've done a lot of like self-reflection, a lot of reading, a lot of podcasts, a lot of podcast clips of just like how to deal with stuff mentally, and physically too. But so I think the two biggest concerns are going to be the weather and the environment mainly. Have you guys been over there to that part of the globe?
That part of the globe?
It's far. You don't realize how far it is, but it's far. So that part of the country, I guess, if you want me to be politically correct, or
Yeah, I've been to Georgia before. My cousins lived out there. They lived in Atlanta.
ATL.
ATL.
Migo.
Yeah, I was like 8 or 9, I think, and we just went out there just to like visit. Oh no, we they were, one of them was getting married, and so we went out there for a wedding. I was a ring bearer.
Not the flower boy.
Nah, actually, I was a pimp that day. I ain't gonna lie. I had a bro. Nah, it's all coming back. Bro. No, I had a pinstripe suit.
Wow.
And then when I was coming down, being the ring bearer, I had 2 flower girls on like both sides of my
Damn,
arms.
you were pulling from the young age.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, no, it was cool. Cool little wedding. I don't know what else you guys want to know about from the trip. I don't really remember anything but from.
Well, at least you've
About
been there,
Georgia.
right? You know,
Yeah.
you can say you've been there. You
I
haven't.
didn't go to any like famous landmarks or anything.
Oh,
I just remember being in the house and at the wedding, and then some family reunion.
that's cool. I mean, at least you got to go and have some memories. You said no.
No, I ain't never been to the East Coast.
For real?
No, I ain't even been past like
Las Vegas.
I think Montana
Oh,
is
shit.
further, but that's north.
You've been to
That's-
Montana?
Yeah, I have cousins out there.
What the heck?
There's people from Montana. Like that's a real thing.
Yeah,
That's the Wyoming thing, dog. That's not Montana. Montana's real. Wyoming is the. Well, let me stop there.
I've never. Or actually, no. I
That's
think
actually
I
cool. Yeah,
I
is
met-
Yellowstone.
I met one person from Montana.
You have part
I
of
can scratch it
Yellowstone
off
in
my list.
there.
Okay,
Not all of it.
it's still part of it.
Could be fake though.
Yellowstone.
No, that part of the Yellowstone's fake. Could be in like. What's up there? Isn't it Utah? Utah borders it? No, Idaho. And Wyoming.
I think you're at too much fun saying that, bro.
Idaho?
Yeah.
Idaho. What?
All right.
What we doing?
I don't know. He
Back
just-
to the topic at hand.
We
Out of
were-
your comfort zone. Miles,
no.
what have you been doing lately?
As far as hobbies,
Yeah, hobbies.
so
to
we're,
get out
we're,
of.
we're back to hobbies and not.
I mean, unless you want to stay on the
not
topic.
just ripping band-aids off.
Okay, we
I'll
can
tell
keep
you that I haven't been doing that.
Okay. I mean, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
I mean, you say what you want, bro.
Say what I want. I mean, obviously, you guys both know that I really wanted to do this, and I was really eager. I mean, we did this whole. If we had a cameraman, I'd say pan the set, but we don't. It's okay.
It's pretty much the set. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know.
It's not much else to really-
But like we
Versus garage.
actually like put in some time to think of how to get these things hung up, invested some money in it, you know, make it look a little bit more professional and more comfortable. I mean, it's in a garage, but we were gonna get the ball rolling. We recorded a week ago too. We had a good episode 1 planned, and shoot, like right after that, the next day I got the offer, and I had to accept in 24 hours, and it was either yes or no, and I got the location I wanted, and it just sucks that I have to go away for a little bit. But it's something I know that I have to do, just personally for life development, and not even just career and life development, and to become the best version of myself. because I know I never forgive myself for not taking this opportunity because of where it could put me, even within the next 5 years, 3 to 5 years, and then just think past 3 to 5 years where it could put me down the line. And I think that really, while it will be hard and will be challenging at sometimes, I feel like that if you just live in your comfort zone, like today's topic literally could not have fit any better. You'll never really reach your full potential or reach who you know you can be. And that's something that we can dive deeper in today probably and talk about why people don't do that. But yeah, I just know me personally, I couldn't live with myself if I didn't take this opportunity.
Well, since Miles, I think you were the one that both of you guys were the one that wanted to do this topic today. I know why you did, but is there anything that you've been facing with comfort zones and with people that you've experienced with, or even in your own life that you believe that why you promote getting out of your comfort zone is a good thing? Why not stay? Why does it make sense to be comfortable, right? We try to live, we work hard so that we can be in a comfortable state. So why step out of that comfort zone?
I think because if you push yourself, you can be good at a lot of different things. You can meet a lot of different new people. The reason why I was thinking of it, I'm consistently always trying to find more people to connect to, and I think that's an issue I run into a lot. There's not too many people who are on the same wavelength as me. They don't connect to my we don't like the same things. We don't go about things the same way. So it's been kind of difficult, and I know that the only way to find those kind of people is to put myself out there. It's all right, I can't sit here and just hope that somebody's gonna just knock on my doorstep hey Miles, I'm just like you. We like the same things. I like talking about sports as much as you do, but also I could talk about a whole bunch of different other things. But yeah, that's been the main thing for me is I know that in order for me to meet these people, I have to put myself out there, and it's gonna be trial and error. It's gonna be a lot of people I run into that I don't like. A lot of people that yeah, there's a lot of people I don't like. There's a lot of people that we're cool, but we don't genuinely connect. I feel or we have interest, but we don't completely get each other. Which is okay. It's fine. I just want more core value friendships. I can keep those other people around, and it's I said, it's not a bad thing. Yeah.
Have you ever thought that core value friendships are extremely rare and hard to find?
Oh, I most definitely know that. And in the past I've had core value friendships that I thought I had, and it turned out they weren't. So that's been another thing that just I know that's a fear as far as putting yourself out there is people won't be real. People will just be fake. Somewhere down the line, people will stab you in the back. But you have to be able to know that that's a possibility. You have to be yeah, there's people who can betray me someday. And I can't fear that that's going to happen with everybody I come in contact with. Because if I put that into the air, or if I'm thinking I want to be friends with this person, but they can probably be bad for me somewhere. I can trust them with something, and then they're going to use that against me. The more and more I think of use that, the less and less I'll find something in somebody that can somehow blossom into something else.
I want to ask you a question because you have a little bit more life experience than us. Hey, come on. Hey, bro. No, this is real, though. This is real because he makes a great point about, how people can do that. But he was all, we were, for his sake, I know he was younger, right? And people are still trying to find their identities when they're younger, right? Okay. He thought, right? He thinks that this is his core friend group for life, or this core friends for life. But then mindsets, people stay in the same mindset. People grow out of a mindset. Do you think that when you're young or younger, is there an age where you kind of find your core mindset and be like, this is probably where I'm going to stay for the rest of my life in this general, like how I think, how I act, who I want to surround myself with?
Let me see. I'll say this. When I was younger, this is from both my parents. This is how I was brought up about it. Both my parents didn't believe this is gonna be in terms of relationship, but I can see it. You can also apply it to friendships as well. First, my mom was like saying like you can't get married or you shouldn't get married until you're past 26 because all of your like your philosophies, your lifestyles, your the what's it like the philosophies that you live by, the standards that you uphold, they're not really gonna be set into cement until you're like around 26 because you're gonna be experiencing life differently. You're gonna meet different people. So you kind of change all the way up, and that's what she says. Like around 26 is where you're gonna start settling into like the different beliefs, and you're like, all right, you're gonna choose some for yourself. Like you're gonna be able to discern like the different things that was brought to you from teachers, coaches, any other mentors that you looked up to, and then you're gonna decipher which ones that you actually hold to value, and then you're gonna start comparing that with other people. And then she said for her it was around 26, 27, 28 when she made that decision. Same thing with my father. My father told me, like, even when I started dating in high school, she was just telling me, like you're wasting time with like trying to date people just because.
I think you told me this, and I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
this story, and I love what your father said.
I know it was like back then I was just like, no, please, man. Like I'm like why would I not?
Just
like
wait,
I'm already
just wait.
like I said, I'm already went to all boys school. It's like I'm like I see them like once or twice a month. Like maybe 3 times a month. If I, like maybe sometimes every weekend, but like it was just like very very sporadically. Didn't see him that much of like, but he was just saying like what do you have to offer them? Like
So
what's
real.
I was just like, what do you mean? I was just like what are you gonna do like if you have a girlfriend? Like it is like what are you really doing? And he's like you should just focus on yourself, focus on your craft, focus on the things that you want to work on, and become the person that you want to be, so that you can be the man that a wife would want, right? And a father to the children that is of worth. So you're like working. I know I was like yeah.
So real.
Sometimes my dad doesn't speak that much to me, but like sometimes he'll just be like he just tells me things straight up, and I was like, damn, dude. I was like, but I didn't really digest that until I was like in my mid 20s probably. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. And then why I took the 3 years to myself.
Yep.
Because I realized I was like, this goes into like people pleasing as well. Like I was like trying to like be something for someone else, and you keep chasing like back and forth to whoever I was with, and I was like, all right, now I'm gonna adhere to what they like, and now I'm gonna adhere to that like. And of course, obviously, in any relationship, you want to do part of that, but you also need to have a stable foundation in order to be able to branch off and adapt outwardly, if that makes sense. But if you keep changing yourself at the core, then like, what is the other person going to hold on to for yourself? Because you're just consistently changing all the time.
And you could see how that applies to friendships too.
Of course.
It's just like you're just a constant evolution. But that was so real. That was like one of the stories that where you told when your dad said when you like sold something. I was like, man, that like stuck in my mind. God, I could go off into a rant about that. I feel like, but I won't. So
That's a whole nother episode.
yeah, that you guys are.
We
gonna get
always
to
say that every time. Like, hold on, there's
That's
another
you guys are gonna
episode
get
for
to
that
film.
one. But yeah, damn.
But like I see that age thing, like that 24, 25, 26. I feel like 24 was like that age for me. That let me correct myself. 23 to 24, and now I'm 24 turning 25 this year. I think that's where I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going to like probably stop. This is where I'm going to live probably like the rest of my life. And it may be an unpopular one, and it may be hard to find friends in that one or friend others, but that's why I value you guys, and that's why I value people when I meet them and I let them know, hey, I appreciate you guys, because like there's fewer and fewer people that I really truly appreciate. And that also is a comfort thing too, right? Like you have to be comfortable and getting out of that comfort zone, comfortable with being okay to be like in a minority fringe of something, right? It's kind of like getting comfortable, but stepping out of that comfort zone of like, hey, this lifestyle or like the way I want to live isn't how a lot of people my age or a lot of people want to live. So I have to be comfortable with taking a step back and really focusing on what I truly want at the end of the day. I don't know if you guys agree.
No, yeah, I agree. I had that about when I was 22, like the people I was hanging out with. And I mean, I noticed it like the whole time. It was just like I kept telling myself like it's okay. It's fine. This is just how it's supposed to be. But after a long time of consistently telling myself it's okay, it's fine, I just we got into like a mini fight, and it was over something stupid. It was over like
video game.
it was over fantasy basketball, I think. And it was just they were mad that like my team was doing good, or they just hated the way I drafted or whatever. And I mean, I know like I come off as like a pretty cocky person, or like confident. I like to say it's confident. People say it's cocky, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's good to have confidence in yourself. But although I do come off very confident, I feel like I'm very humble. I feel like nobody pours confidence into me, so I have to pour it into myself. But just like after that situation, I decided to like step back for a week, is what I told myself. I was like, all right, I'm not going to talk to them for a week. I'm not going to respond in the group chat for a week. And then that week turned into 2 weeks. And then that 2 weeks turned into a month. And then I started noticing there was like a weight lifted off my shoulders of, oh, wait, I don't have to be the one to plan everything. I don't have to be the one to like push, oh, like, let's go out and play basketball. I don't have like it made me realize that I was putting more into the friendship than everybody else was. And it's like, oh, was I the problem? All these other thoughts come through, and I mean, maybe I was, but at the same time, it helped me realize that we're at different mindsets. Like I want to wake up and do something, not just wake up and play a video game. Yeah, that's kind of when that hit me, was at 22.
I feel that. I think you touched upon something that it made me think of something. In friend groups or friends in general, not even just friend groups, just certain like finding friends individually. You said something about like the littlest thing, right, made somebody mad or something. I think as I've gotten older, how I really look out for friends and what I really look out for are two main things. I look out for how am I, if I were to not reach out, how am I treated by the other friend and the other person in this particular, bless you.
Bless you, sir.
How am I affected by it? Are they contacting me? Am I appreciated? Is my value wanted, right? Because everything in life is an exchange in some sort. I don't care who you are, what you think. Everything in life, there are consequences, and everything in life is conditional. And the second thing is, when I look out for friends and I know that friends are good friends and they have the possibility of being a great friend, is I watch how they treat others when others have success. I don't know if you guys. For me, when I look at somebody and I see somebody get upset when somebody gets praise, or if it feels a certain type of way when somebody gets praise and they're not happy for them, or like they're like kind of off to the side themselves and they can't reciprocate the energy, it's like, why would I want to surround myself with that person? Because if I can see that when no one else is watching, or about somebody else, about the littlest things, like just getting a compliment from a manager, getting a compliment from, like, let's say we're going out as a group of friends and somebody gets a compliment getting hit on, like by a group of girls or something, why can't they just be happy for that person? So that's like one of my main keys I look out for, my telltale signs on finding like quality friends.
I don't know if that's in the direction of comfort zone, but I'll speak on that a little bit too. Dom mentioned about like how he values friends and or people that like how they respond when their friends are successful.
Not even
Essentially.
just friends, just anybody, like
Mhm.
even acquaintances too. Like, sorry, but like, have you ever been in like a group? Like, you don't even no. Have you
go
ever
ahead.
been in like in a group where you don't really like you know who they are? Like in college, you know who they are. They're friends of this friend. That's your friend, right? And then like something happens like really cool to like one of the friends in the friend groups, and you can just tell that they're not messing with it, or they're not like they're like kind of like off because something good happened to this person. Like, have you ever been in like a situation like that? No, because I've been in plenty.
I've seen it a couple times, but I kind of wanted to add this. There's times where I can be that person,
Oh,
and I'll own that. But it's only if like I'm involved in the situation. Like if it's like obviously I'm gonna root for them, but at the same time, like I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, like I know my worth, so I'm gonna feel a little salty about that. But at the same time, I am happy like this other person.
But that's the difference between like reacting and responding, right? Because everyone has reactions to certain things. You get slapped in the face, you're still gonna be like, you know what I mean? But like, how you respond to that, your next step in actions. Like, are you like bitter and then like you're not gonna like support them afterwards or anything too? So that's the difference. Where other
Yeah.
people they'll like their actions will just kind of like maybe fluff support, and but behind the scenes they're not really gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then that's
So-
not me.
I'm thinking of one person in mind right now,
I
and we
know who you're
both
talking
know
about.
the
Yeah.
person. Okay, but go back to your point.
Yeah, but
I just
my
wanted to say that.
Yeah. Just as a coach too, this is how I've always seen it. And this is why I love like teaching these type of lessons. Like so hopefully like that doesn't happen to the players that I coach at least, or at least I did my part in trying to inform them so that doesn't get out into the world. Obviously in a sports team, it's competitive in nature. You're competing against other teams. You're competing against people on your team for specific spots, positions, and playing time. So at that time, like, yeah, obviously, like if someone does well, like it's upsetting because like especially if you guys are both competing for the same position. I'm sure like that's what you're probably referring to at the same time, right? Like, cause like it may when someone elevates, it kind of like targets your insecurities of yourself, because then you kind of reevaluate like, well, where the hell am I? Like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? But in that sense, I think that when negativity infiltrates your mind, that like you need, like I said, like it's the same thing with the reacting and responding. You need to respond correctly. That's gonna make you elevate yourself. So it should be actually like motivation and inspiration for yourself when you see someone, and especially your peer group or even in your as an acquaintance as well. That it drives you. So like especially like when you got the position, that I'm like, oh fuck, now I'm like fired up for myself. I'm like, okay, what am I doing? I got to get this stuff in line. So it inspires me to do a little bit more. I'll bring up one more story real quick before
Yeah.
I pass it on.
One
more story.
I want to
Let me
respond to that
Let me
too.
talk, please.
I want to talk
Yeah.
about how you.
I,
before
I,
you- yeah.
I'd have something to add to that too.
To which
Not gonna
one?
lie.
Do you
To
want to
the
do?
last thing you just said?
Oh, the story, or
No,
like
the-
how it should inspire you.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead then.
I mean, if you have something to say too, you had to.
Well, I'll keep it short. I think that if you can't respond like that, it just shows that you have a weak mindset and you lack the discipline to improve yourself. And it's easier for you to cope by being upset and negative than it is for you to look yourself in the mirror and change yourself. And you can laugh. Like, people laugh at that all I want. Like, people have laughed at me. I don't care. Like, it's my life. When we go 3 down generations, like, no one's gonna remember me. No one's gonna remember you. But like at the end of the day, I lived the life I wanted to live, and I'm proud of who I am and who I'm becoming. And I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I am, but like, at least I'm trying to better myself.
Yeah, I like that. For me, it was just like with anything. Like I'll see somebody excel in something, and instead of being like, "Oh man, he's so good," you know, I can never be as good as him. I like get fired up, and I'm like, "All right, it's gonna make me work twice as hard because I know that I can work that hard." As far as like beating somebody, like if in basketball, if somebody scores on me, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh man, he had such a good shot." Like, he's too good. Nah, I'm gonna come back, ask for the ball, and I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna give you a bucket right back, and I'm gonna give you 3 more following that, because it's just like you scoring like that fired me up to score.
He's dropping 40, guys.
We're all dropping 40.
I wish.
I think that like there's certain instances for that too. There's definitely certain instances for that too. Like in life, in general life areas too. But I also think that it's important, like for me, when I was big, when I was fat, and like I had trained with you, like I had no anger. Like I looked myself in the mirror and I realized I was fat and I was a loser. Like I didn't care. Like I knew it. And like I wasn't mad that you had like all this, because I know how hard you worked, right? And I would never compare myself to Eli. And I had worked out with Eli for years. And that shit'd be like, damn, bro, he's so big. And I wouldn't even want to be like I just want to be better than I was yesterday. And I think that really started hitting when I was 23, that like the fuel motivates me, and I love seeing people succeed, but where it needs to turn into a positive way is that I'm not using that as negativity, and I'm using that as positive motivation to look at myself and say, how can I be the best version of myself tomorrow?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I always, like, before meeting Eli, and I would like compete with people. I mean, I had a couple good competitors in high school. One of my teammates, we almost kill each other in practice every day. Like me and you had played basketball before, and I think the first time we met, I guarded you. Like that was the first time me and you met, was on the court. And I saw you play, and I was like, okay, this man's all over the place. And so instead of just being, oh man, he's so good, he can just run by me, blah blah blah, it just like consistently pushed me to be better. And so you actually became one of my like favorite people to guard, because I couldn't take a play off. It was, I see the ball go, like somebody shot, and then you just run into her, like, damn it, like I gotta go. Like if I don't do that, then he's gonna get the rebound and score. And so it just like, it helped me like get this mindset of myself of like, consistently pushing. Like I feel like we, as far as basketball went, me and you always push each other to like different limits when we guarded each other. That's when we got like the most competitive runs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna make a Blue Lock reference here.
Weep.
If you guys haven't watched Blue Lock, it's a great anime. They had said in like the first episode, they said, where the competition is the highest, the greatest striker will be born. And so I feel like that's where you can find the best version of yourself, is where you're consistently competing with people. So if people do pass you, and if people are succeeding more than you, it's like, am I just going to sit here, or am I also going to compete to then push them to their limits while they're pushing me to my limit?
All right. Damn, dude. Now I got something to say on that, man. I have like several things. I don't know which tangent I want to pull on. Damn, because I also could go back to like us competing on the court and everything. But the last one was good too. I'll let you guys pick. Pick one. Which one do you want to go to?
I want to hear your story. On
the other story first?
Yeah.
I feel like story times are good.
Story time. So stop building on those tangents, because then it goes down a different path.
Yeah,
It goes back to the comfort zone.
Story time.
But both of them do, I guess. You guys knew me when I used to live in Long Beach, and then there was a point.
That
I know,
house.
R.I.P.
That house, bro.
It was dope.
Womp, womp.
I should have kept it. I should have kept it for a little bit, and you guys could have moved in.
If you'd have let me know, bro. I didn't
Yeah.
know if like,
Because I was like, I don't know.
but see, that's what it's all about. Had I stepped out of my comfort zone and just been like, Eli,
We would have had that pad. We would have
Yeah.
done the bro there.
yeah. If I would have just came to you and talked like, hey, bro, I'll be your roommate. Like, just tell me how much it is, and I'll do it. But that was something that was like ringing in the back of my head that also like pushed me to like take those chances. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So then there was a point where everyone moved out, and then well, even whenever I moved into, damn, this is gonna go double story. Sorry. I get new tangents. When I first moved out into like living with roommates and everything, obviously like as a kid and even to my young adulthood, like all I wanted to do was be, like my greatest aspiration was to be a father and to be a husband, right? So then one of the things that I used to see like my parents like sometimes fight about, like, or I saw my mother like work really hard, like do the dishes, clean, pick up, and everything too. So I wanted to train myself. Like everything was an opportunity to train. So like even though like not everyone will always clean in the house, like I'll try to like make it a competition within myself. It's like, all right, I'll clean I'll clean all the floors, I'll clean the bathrooms and everything too. Even when no one else does it. Or I won't try to like make it known either though. Like I said, because I want to make sure like even when I worked out, I was always like for myself. I wasn't like trying to get acknowledgement or
That positive reinforcement.
yeah. So it wasn't because I didn't want to direct my focus towards receiving that. Like I'm not seeking any sort of attention. And then what's it called? When I started living with this, I don't know how this, my next roommate, I guess, who wasn't part of that group yet, and then everyone else had moved out, and it was just me and him. Then there'd be a point where like obviously it was only two of us living in the house. So then like when it was not your dish and it was someone else's dish, you know that like someone else is cleaning someone else's dish. You know who it is, right? So then he would notice me like, hey dude, like why are you cleaning my dishes? I was like just 'cause I don't want any dishes in the sink, right? And then and it seems like it seems so stupid, right? But then like then I saw him catch like him start watching my dishes and shit. I'm like, don't clean my dishes, fool. I was like I clean my own. Because sometimes I'll like be finished cleaning and then he'll take it like after like I finished cooked and everything, and then like I was gonna eat first and then wash everything. But then he would be like, I don't know, it was going back and forth, and it would go back with all the chores in the house and everything too. And then it would even get into the I mean, it's competitiveness, but like it's just like it kept elevating us. Like it felt like a sport, even though like we were just like household things. It was also him like, oh, I'm gonna go study for a couple hours for an engineer test. I was like, oh, screw that. Then I'm gonna go study for like at the time we were doing legends at the time. So like I was like, oh, I'm gonna study for all the different like movements and athletic movements that I'm trying to do. So like we just kept elevating each other by competing within these small little tasks and everything. So that was the kind of thing that was like when someone was succeeding, you know what I mean? Like that was what brought me up in that headspace, and that's the kind of people that you want to surround yourself with.
Toxic masculinity persons.
I don't see how it's toxic.
That made me think of
Oh, some people would define it as that.
that clip from what is it? Sorry to bother you. I hope you have a good day today, sir. I hope.
Oh yeah.
that.
Of the niceness back and forth.
I hope your week is full of
You
blessings.
smell really freaking good. Is that new cologne? Your mother raised you right.
Kind of like outgrowing each other.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what we do here. I mean, it's the same thing, you know. When one of us like, oh yeah, he's doing this, or like he responds this way in something, then it's like, all right, well, I'll feed. You can feed off that energy. So like. Okay, I'll tell you. All right, there was this one time.
Straight into the story, bro. No pause.
Wait,
nothing.
but like, about what's the?
Can you give like a general overview, please?
Why do you need a general overview? Like,
No,
like
but
I
like
need like
trailer?
what's the lesson from this or the
Yeah.
theme?
It's still it's the episode. Why would I stray
I don't
away
know.
from it?
Just making sure.
Just
bro.
a random. Hey,
I got a story for getting out of my comfort zone then too.
Do you want to go first?
No, you can go first.
Oh yeah, I want to hear that one too.
No, you don't.
We gotta put that on
Damn.
record.
Put it on record. Go ahead. You go first, buddy.
All right, so there's this one time when I used to work at LA Fitness, and I used to do a lot of group fitness classes. Why is this?
I know where this is going.
No, you do.
You're doing samba or something. Or
Oh
Zumba.
no.
Samba?
Zumba. He taught Zumba or something.
Bro, he was trying to get
No.
me to do. He said I should like lead a Zumba class.
Me?
You don't
I
remember
told you
saying
that?
that?
You did. You led a Zumba class.
Oh, I just thought it would be funny.
Oh.
I thought
He
you would.
didn't even mean it. He just wanted to see you fail.
I thought you would enjoy it too. Actually,
Whoa.
no, wait. I don't think it was a Zumba class. I think it was just a fitness class.
Yeah, you told me to.
Because then you said,
should
I
lead.
think you said you were like you liked the older ladies.
He likes up your expiration date. Best sell.
So I just said he would rake up if he was a fitness leader.
Ah shit.
We'll
So
cut this
wait,
part
go
too,
into
I
the
don't know.
story. Go into the
Oh,
story.
the story. Okay, we won't.
Yeah.
Oh, and then so like I was when I got home, I was still wearing all of my fitness stuff, and I don't know why I was sweaty. I don't. Well, you can just tell that it worked out.
Right,
No,
what
so then
happened?
and then I took my dog out, just to
Cody?
go. Yeah, Cody.
Shout out my
Dog
dog Cody.
little Cody guy. Anyway, there was this guy that pulled up and he did like a U-turn, like 'cause he drove by and then he stopped and he turned around, and then he was just like, "Hey, like, are you a personal trainer?" And he was like, and he started asking me questions and everything too, and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I train personally," and he was just asking my rates and whatnot, and then he was just like, "Dang, dude, yeah, you look fit," and I was like, "Thank you, whatever, I work hard for it," and then he's like, "I'm actually a photographer," and I can do a photo shoot of you like working out and everything too, and whatnot. And I was like, okay, that would be dope. Like I've never really done stuff like that. And like I said, what I'm trying to do now, I was like, that would be a great opportunity for me. I was like, yeah, like that would be great. You can follow me like during the workout and everything. He's like, yeah. I'm actually like shooting a calendar like soon upcoming up. Like, would you be interested in shooting a calendar for me? And then in my head, I'm just like, oh well, like I don't know, like. The first thing that I said, I was just like, yo, like honestly, like I do like want to step out of my comfort zone a lot, and like that would definitely be out of my comfort zone. Like I know I've done some acting in the past, whatever, when I was in college, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll do like a little modeling on the side.
Hope this isn't going where I think it's going.
Yeah, no,
Acting
was-
in theater 113.
no, I minored in theater.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
My bad friend.
but that was the reason why, because of 113, and I had a film friend.
Keep
Anyway.
going. Keep going. I hope it's not going where I think it's going.
No, because then I thought, like in my head, I'm just thinking like, oh, we talked all about all this fitness stuff, and mind you, I had already exchanged my information because I was thinking he wanted to freaking be like one of my clients, and then he was just like, yo, have you ever done like any nude photography?
How'd I know? How'd I know?
Yeah, no, for real. I was just like, what? I was like, God damn, like these guys swindled me, man. I was just like, you talk. Yeah, I was just like,
Hey, bro,
I was like, what the? I was
You
like,
really got out of your comfort zone then,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I was like super like he seemed like a normal dude until he started talking about like that. Like,
Well, you didn't go, did you?
No.
Oh.
I know I didn't, but I had already like. Luckily, he didn't like it really like bother me too much. But like he did send a text like, hey, like I'm gonna do the shoot at this day and time, like, but I never responded and like whatever. But like it was just like, dang.
How did I know it was going somewhere like that?
Yeah, I get a lot of weird people coming up to me sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
just you. It's a good one though. I didn't know that. I like it. I had a feeling it was going somewhere like that, or like he was a videographer or something. He was like, "Oh, I'm actually a videographer."
Yeah. That makes me skeptical every time another person comes up to me like, yeah, I'm a videographer. I'm like, no thanks.
What type of videographer,
Yeah.
bro?
No, you cannot see my
adult
penis.
industries or with adults.
So another way of getting out of your comfort zone, it's fashion.
Okay.
You know, that's a big thing of getting out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think recently, the most that I've changed has been around like my hairstyle in the last like few years, last year and a half. It changed like if you like I don't know like because I started growing it out first, and then I found out I had curly hair and like it would curl up when I grew it out.
Wait. When did you find this out?
This
That you
past this past year. Well, I knew I thought I had wavy hair, and then
had-
like
for real?
yeah. Because I thought it just like kind of like waved out. Because I couldn't do long hair. Like I've never had like this is the longest I've ever had it, obviously.
Interesting.
And obviously it's only on the top of my head, but still, like most of the time it would just be like really short, like maybe like a couple inches. So it wouldn't be enough to like really curl. I'd maybe a little bit.
Yeah, the Superman.
Yeah, I'd have that little
Okay, I was
Superman
about to
thing.
say,
Yeah, I knew that, but like I wouldn't consider that a curly hair if one like a few strands did it.
Okay.
But I don't know. Then I started growing out. Then that changed, and I started like doing like a mid part. I don't know, and then that changed. I don't know how, but then my clothes started like changing a little bit just to follow the vibe, and then also facial hair. I never like put on facial hair too often. I've probably done it like 2 or 3 other times in my life, and then now I feel weird when I shaved recently, and I felt weird without it, and like now like dang, like now I got used to it. I don't know if that's fashion or anything, but
I mean, yeah, that kind of goes with it. Hairstyles, fashion.
I stopped wearing long basketball shorts from high school.
Yeah. Oh, so he's recruited finally to the 5
What-
inches.
It's
Honest-
the
it was
5 inches,
never-
bro. It's always the way.
It was
bro.
it was never
if you wear shorts to your knees still, bro,
It was
Past your knee
honestly
is crazy.
Two past your knees and like honestly knee line, bro. Like
yeah.
you're an old man. I don't care.
Yeah.
Get out.
I only kept him just 'cause like out of like sometimes I'm like I don't want to say broke mentality or poor mentality, but just like there was nothing wrong with it. They still worked.
You can just roll them up. You can
So
roll
yeah, I
'em.
was just like whatever. But
Yeah.
now I'm like it's from high school, and that was years ago. So I should probably get new and upgrade a little bit.
I
Invest.
have a couple I just roll up.
Yeah. Because like sometimes like you get to the bottom of your short pile and you're like, oh damn, I need to do laundry, and if you have no other shorts, you're like, I'm gonna throw these on. These are the ones I don't want to wear. I got paint on them.
Just use them to sleep in.
I know, but I'm like going.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to the
work.
workout
Yeah.
or something. But I don't know. I never really cared about like, especially when I worked out. I've always done like the beater and short. Oh dang, dude!
Don't say I hate people who okay, hate is a strong word. I think hate is a strong word. Let me rephrase that. I dislike people who put something into the universe, into the public universe domain, like to their friends or to people, and then don't follow through with it. It's oh my god, it grinds my gears. Like it's just like it's because it's like when people put something in, like let's say
There we go.
I am overweight, right? And I say, you know what? I really want to change my life. I really want to do this. I'm going to do this. And I do this, but then I'm all talk or I do it for a day. It's like, bro, why? Like, don't even say it then. Just like keep it to yourself. Like you're not really about it. You're not going to change. Like, I don't know. Or like somebody who's like, oh, I want to do this. I want to post. I want to do this. I want to post. I want to be social media, or I want to grow like a brand or have a business. And I just hear it all the time over and over again, and I see no steps towards that. I'm just like, stop lying to yourself. You're not good to do it. Stop lying to me. Or just keep it to yourself. Like, it's cool. It's a dream. It's not a goal. It's a dream. So, like, don't tell me about it. Like, getting out of your comfort zones. Like,
I was just about to ask, do
Bro,
you think they have an issue of getting out of their comfort zone?
I firmly believe that. Like, this shit is not easy to do. I don't care what anybody says. To sit in front of a camera and give your take on something, when people probably don't agree with you, it takes more effort and more courage to do, especially knowing that you're probably going to put it out. I don't know if it's going to be seen, but you're probably going to put it out, right? Like, that takes more getting out of your comfort zone, quote unquote, than most people do in their life. Because this right here, engraved in media forever. It doesn't matter. Even if you pull it, somebody can go get that if it's posted. So it's like,
yeah, once it's on the internet,
it's there. Like,
yeah.
people don't realize that. It's there. Like, there's ways to get it back if you really want to. So, I don't know.
And do not Google my name. I have some.
Okay. But, yeah. I don't know. That just grinds my gears when people put stuff into the universe and they don't follow through with it.
Well, here's something I'll say on that. I'm gonna come from my personal training background. I mean, I see that all the time. I mean, or just even gym, any gym goer. Even if I wasn't a personal trainer, if you go to the gym, this is what you see all the time. People go into the gym, and then they start something and they don't finish it. And even as a coach too, this is like, let's see, I don't want to say this. Obviously, you're going to fail. How, man, we've failed for over a year trying to do this podcast. You know what I mean? Like it's not about like you trying out something and then succeeding right away. You know, it's like obviously you're gonna hit a speed bump. There's like right now we're hitting another speed bump. Like you're gonna leave to Georgia, like right when we're like, okay, we got everything going, we got the ball rolling, and then life comes and they put another wall in front of you. They close the door. It's constantly like shutting things out, putting obstacles in front of your way. How like even when I was like training to play basketball and everything too, like there's how many times that on the court or how many times in the weight room that I thought like, man, you're not good enough to do this, so just stop. Like, why are you keep going? Why are you gonna do this? Like there's so many other people better than you. Like you're a small little grain of sand in the beach of nobody's even like right, not even next to stars or anything. Like you're not in a D1 school, right? You're not. No one's scouting to watch you to even like consider you to try to come anywhere, right? So like, why are you working so hard for nothing? You know. So it's hard to combat all these things that are stopping you, and I think it's my way, or I think it's the whatever entity you believe in, whether you believe the universe, there's a God, or any some sort of like higher power uh, that's resisting you, I think it's just trying to check to see like if you're really about it, right? So anytime that there's resistance in the path that you want to go, I think it's also it shows that you're on the right path. I know sometimes there's like they're giving you signs of, well, maybe it's not like, you know, like I think it's just really like just the way a job would say, just like if they're testing you to see if you really like if you're really about it, like if like hey um like you have to go home, like you're not fit for to be here, but then you're like no like I meant to be here, and you still have the resolve to continue to push forward despite all the times that you failed, all the times that you fell on the path to try to get towards your goal. How many times you started the business and failed? How many times that you started the podcast and stopped? How many times you started to your fitness journey and then failed again, right? So I find it like a lot more remarkable from someone that failed over and over and over again and still kept getting back up and still pushing through, because I think eventually you're going to get to where you want to be. If not, at least the process of you getting back up is going to make you even better than just acquiring it on the first try. So that's how I see about that when you spoke about starting and stopping.
Yeah, that made me think of there was a post I saw not too long ago, like last month. Some guy was doing one of those like yearly, like for the year, like his fitness journey. And so with that trend, they were using that song by Drake where it's like, I don't even know the fucking song, but like he goes January da 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 da.
January, you see life clearly.
Yeah, and then he like goes down all the months. Yeah. But
Drake is my idol.
so yeah, he started off like obviously he wanted to start his fitness journey in January. He was going real strong, and then like he had like lost a little bit of weight, and then February he was cool, and then he posted March and like he gained it all back, and then he just like posted sub in April. He was still like at the same thing. But then like May he started getting at it again. June he started getting at it again, and then July he was back. And so like it was like a roller coaster. But at the end of the year, he was like, I'm not where I wanted to be, but I'm like still taking steps towards it. So it's like obviously like everything's gonna be a roller coaster. But I think the key part for him, but as well as like anything in that, is just consistency. It's like understanding that like, yeah, like you said, I may get knocked down. Yeah, something might get in the way. And it might take me out of like range of my goal for a minute. But as long as I can tell myself that like, okay, I'm gonna do it. It may not be the first time that like I've said this, and it may not be the last time I say this, but I'm gonna do it, and something's gonna get in the way, which is fine. But as long as I'm consistently keeping that in my head of like, I'm gonna consistently try and keep pushing for the goal. So
I feel that. What is like for both you guys? What is one thing if you would tell somebody, or shoot, if anybody was watching, what would you say about like if they wanted to take a risk getting out of their comfort zone, like with their weight loss journey, or somebody who wants to start their own business, or somebody who wants to start their own social media? What is that one thing, like what is the biggest thing that you could try to give somebody to take that leap and take that risk if they're scared?
I mean, I can use this podcast as like an example. For me, I wanted to find like a reason for me to use my degree. And I knew I didn't want to write anymore, like I said. So this is just me holding myself responsible. I knew that I had certain skills, and I knew that I had a goal. I think that's what the main thing is like first establishing a goal of what you want to get out of what it is you're doing. And that can be applied to anything. Like if I'm gonna, like we talk about investing money, like I have a goal of like, I want to use this money to pay off my car. I want to use this money to buy myself something. But it's just like establishing that goal for me is like the first step. So like here, it's like, this is something I'd want to do, whether we have one person watching or a million people watching. This is something that like I genuinely enjoy doing. Yeah.
So kind of like as long as it matters to you, it shouldn't matter to what other people think.
Yeah, like it's as long as I find enjoyment in it, I really don't care what other people. For me, in my life, I've always been a nerd. I've played Pokemon when I was a little kid, and I still talk about it today. I watch anime. I was a weirdo in elementary school. Naruto running. Like,
No way. You were one of those?
swear to God.
You had your hands.
Swear to God.
Sprint.
I would tell Miko this all the time, our friend. We had in 4th grade, we both had the same we were both in the same class, and we had one of our classmates, he was in the Naruto as well. Like we would trade off I would read the manga back then. We would trade off like manga books between and I think it was 4 of us. But there's one day he just like whispered. He was like, "Psst, Miles, psst." And I was like, I look over my shoulder, and this man was like making a Rasengan. He was like, "Yeah, I got this waiting for you after class, bro." And I was like, "Bro, no!" Like 4th grade me, I was like, "No, how could you? How could you betray me like this?" Yeah, I don't know. I've always like found peace in being myself because I'm glad I understood that at like a young age. Like if these people don't like me, then they're not for me. Like if they're gonna call me weird, they're not for me. I have like
that.
What?
I like that. I'm happy that you found that confidence early.
Yeah, it was just, and I mean, it wasn't like a lot of people tried. There were people who tried to pick on me. There were people who tried to bully me, and they would try and it just wouldn't work. It would just be like, oh man, like he's not falling for it. Like I can call him something ugly. I can, bro. I was
I know.
4 foot back then.
4 foot and everybody else was 3'5".
Oh my gosh. I just be like, oh, you're ugly, you're stupid. And I was like, yeah, I am ugly and stupid. What are you gonna say
So
now?
are you.
It's like what Eminem did in 8 Mile.
I
He's
am.
He's like, I know
Back on
everything you're gonna
himself.
say for me. I am white. I am a bum. Like, what are you gonna say now? If I say everything about myself that you were planning on saying, that invalidates what you say.
Well, isn't that what they say about bullies? Is that like when a bully's picking on someone, it's more about them projecting their own insecurities about who they are
Yes.
because they're not confident about what they're doing and they are somewhat jealous of someone being able to be comfortable in their own skin. So they want to devalue and deface that so they can make someone else feel the exact same way that they feel about themselves.
Yeah, it's just they want to bring you down to their level of what they're feeling like. And I mean, my dad told me that at a very young age that if people are picking on you at school, just let them. Like they're just dealing with something else. I mean, you know how great you are. That's what he would say. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty great, man.
Shout out to Pops.
What about you, Eli? What's like one word of advice or like one
word?
Not one word. One
Do.
thing. One takeaway you could give somebody who is watching this, if they want to start something or they're on the fence about doing something, what would you?
I have like, let me see. What are the best? I think to generalize it, it'll be difficult. I'm very big on like understanding the person first. So I guess if I was going to try to generalize it, I would say know who you are and know what you want to be. I think when I have like a lot of my life, I always like go on walks and start thinking about myself and thinking about how the world works and thinking about what?
Sorry, I was thinking walks, then it turned to strolls, and then it turned to strolls by the beach.
It's like,
With the
Sure,
sunset.
sometimes it was a stroll on the beach.
I just
What
pictured,
about
like,
it?
you walking like on a very good. Yeah,
I'm
like
thinking about Long Beach Beach with the water on his toes.
There he goes walking again, taking his steps,
What's he thinking about today, man?
just picking up a rock. Just
There's no waves in the Long Beach Beach. So
no. I mean, I did that as a kid. Even I would just like, man, like I guess I was an emotional kid, and when I felt emotional or like felt like or anxious or whatnot, I would just go on a walk and think things out. But the way one of the thought process I've been going through right now is I believe that we have like one or two people, right, that we make decisions for, and it's either the person that you are right now or the person that you want to be. Right? So a lot of I think the comfort zone is who you are right now, and we like to stay in that zone, in that essence. So in that perspective, that what's comfortable and what you're treating that person's needs, that would be something like going out drinking, going out like things that don't benefit you, or just like you could I could go study, or I could go work out, or I could go eat fast food, or I could just be lazy, or I could sleep in, or if you really look at it, for those two people, who are you serving? Are you serving for the person that you're feeling right now, or are you serving for the person that you really want to be? So one of the other two people are going to suffer, and which one do you want that to be? So that's how I would say it, if you're just like in general. So like, if this is who you want to be, like make sure all the actions that you are doing currently are connecting the dots to be on that path to that person. Otherwise, you're stepping away from him or her. So that's how I would say comfort zone.
Damn.
I'm still workshopping that. That's just something that I thought about recently. It's maybe because of you and you doing all your guys' things.
No, I mean that's a very good point. Like, I mean, even you shouldn't you're saying you compare yourself to us. Like, you shouldn't discredit yourself either. Like, I mean, I think we all do this. I'm pretty sure, but I compare myself to you two.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's doing his thing, and then like Eli's been doing his thing forever. Like he's using his. What do you mean no? What you mean? No?
I screw up all the time, man.
Nah, bro. Like for real. Like you got your degree, you got in and out real quick, 4 years, and then you went straight into PT, bro. Physical training, you know, and then unbiased opinion here. I think from what I've seen, as far as personal trainers out there, you're one of the best that I've seen. And the only person I've seen that's on your tier is Marcus. That's the only other person.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's just always taking the extra step, helping you understand, as well as like building like a connection with your clients. Because some people, I've seen some personal trainers like, oh yeah, do this exercise. Okay, good job. Next exercise. Oh, you're not doing that right. Like they're just robots out there. But I see like you taking the extra step, and so like that's something that I'm like, damn, he's doing his thing, so it's pushing me to like, all right, now I got to do my stuff. Same thing, bro. When you start working at Placentia, I was like, damn.
She got out of there quick though.
I was like, bro,
it was not for me.
I was like, bro, damn, I gotta start pushing for me. So yeah,
I'm gonna remember that when I leave. What you just said, I'll remember yours too.
What?
But I'm pretty confident in myself right now. But I'm gonna remember that for sure.
Remember what?
What he said about two people. It was what I'm doing today in the present, moving me closer to the person I want to be. That's deep. That's deep. Shoot. That's way better than mine.
What's yours?
I don't want to say it no more.
You should just say it. Because that's how it's going to workshop.
No, yeah. Comfortable. You know, getting out of your comfort zone. Okay. For me, I don't know. I feel like I've always been very direct. And as I've grown into myself, especially coming back, and as I've built the confidence in myself, like you stated, Miles, like just the ability to be who I want to be and who I am. Don't leave anything up to chance. Like, man, there's a lot of things in life that won't go your way, but if you never try, then what? Why? Like, never leave any what ifs unanswered. Explore all routes. That could be anything: friends, business, relationships. If you never take that chance and you're never willing to step out of that comfort zone, like, are you really living, or are you just trying to get by? Right? I'd rather know the answer to something than rather beat myself up or wonder, damn, why didn't I take that opportunity? Even if it hurts and it sucks, right? Rejection is a part of life. And at the end of the day, it's really how you bounce back from no's, right? Like, it's really about how you bounce back from no's, because you're going to hear a lot of it. You're going to hear a lot of it, especially as a young male, right? you're going to get not the job you want. You're not going to get the raise. You're not going to get the promotion. You're not going to get the girl. You're not going to get those instant like gratifications of like, damn, I went to the gym and I don't see the progress. But like speaking directly to my men who watch this, like that's what makes you a better man, right? That's what makes you a better young man and turning into an older man, right? And you could say it's a trait that that's dying, and I would agree with you. I think just men are just scared of the no's in life, and I'd rather not live by that because I don't want to beat myself up over it when I'm dying and older and laying on my last couple breaths.
I mean, I feel like I like that. I feel like it doesn't just apply to strictly no's, like in rejection. I feel like it also applies to like being wrong.
You got to own it.
You know, giving people a chance to like see if we're gonna be on the same like mindset, same wavelength. And at first, I thought we were, and like we can connect in other things, but you know, I was wrong. Like I said, yeah, there's some people that like I've put myself out there for, and I think they think it a certain way. I think that like we're real good, and we're not. Because there's certain things that we don't connect on, certain things we just have different views. We go about things a certain way. We acted like differently.
Oh man.
But I have to tell myself that like it's okay that I was wrong. It's okay that like, you know, I wasn't right about this. It's okay that it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. But I can't beat myself up for taking that step. I can't.
It's just a lesson.
Yeah, that's all it is. I'm just learning. And it's like, okay,
Yes.
I went this alley, but the alley wasn't good. So just go back to the beginning and then see if another alley opens up. It's like, all right, I'm going to start dropping stuff for you. If you pick it up, then like, all right, we'll go further down. But if you don't, then I'll just come back.
Okay, man. It's just like turn your L's into lessons.
I don't take L's.
Stop it. I already know what you're going to say.
I just make M's.
Oh, I thought you were going to say...
I don't lose,
yeah.
man.
I
either win or I learn.
Yeah.
I think about friends right there, tying it into like friendships earlier and younger. I think a lot of young adults and younger kids in our generation, they take those harsh conversations from friends as an insult rather than a critique and wanting to see you do better for yourself.
Facts.
If your friend can't come up to you and tell you you're messing up, they're not really your friend. And that's something that I know I need to get better at myself. Strictly on the end of if I see somebody I care about truly, I feel like going down a path where it's like I don't even need you to make up your mind. I just need you to be aware of what you're doing and really reflect on if this is the way you want to go. Just bringing the reflection. You don't even need to critique them or critique anybody. It's just bringing this up so that they can make the self-reflection on themselves and letting them make the final decision. And I feel like a lot of people take offense to that when people bring something up. I feel like a lot of people aren't humble enough. And like honestly, when you're young, when you're our age, and even Eli's age.
Jesus, man, why?
Sorry.
I've gone 5 years.
I've gone to the point where
6
it's
years,
just like, you know what? Maybe
7.
Aren't you 24?
You're
7.
30.
Huh?
He's
You
23.
were born in 93.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, but in December, it's not full 7 years.
7, 6.5. Round it up.
It's 7. It's 7 to 6.
It's 6 and 9 months. No, not even 6 and 9 months. 6 and
What are you talking about?
yeah.
Okay. But like as I was getting back to it, it's got to a point where I've just, especially going into a career now, and just I'm trying to apply this into my life, and I know it's hard for me to do. Like, I shouldn't be talking at all. And what I mean by that is like sometimes you just need to know when to be quiet and listen to people who have more experience. And I think that will get you a long way.
I kind of lost you there. I'm not gonna lie. I know we were talking about like being open and like talking to people.
Yeah, but so it's
Just,
like it's
observing.
it's that critique of like people aren't willing to have that hard conversation with people, and if they do have that hard conversation, somebody takes it the wrong way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we're young, right? So like I was alluding to that, I've gotten to a point where my life where it's just like I'm young. I know I don't know everything. I know I have some strengths, but man, I have a lot of weaknesses. And maybe I'm at a point in my life where in professional settings and in settings where there are people who do want the best for me or who have more knowledge than me on something, maybe I just need to be quiet and listen and take everything in and learn. Because yeah, it's cool, like in this sense, to like speak and like try to give insight to others who aren't there yet. But like, dude, when you get out there, and this first week has made me realize, it's just like, man, I have so much to learn. Not even just career wise, like personal growth wise. And like, you need to know when to be quiet and take that critique. And if I can give anybody anything, is that when you get into that real world and that real world hits you, you need to learn how to take it and bounce back from it, 'cause it's going to suck, but you can't take it personal.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. I mean, we've seen all these sort of like young like draft picks, right? Like D'Angelo Russell. I saw him on a podcast the other day. He came out and was talking about his time with Kobe, right? And granted, like Kobe was at like the back end of his career, so he wasn't like the same killer he was, but he said just him getting to the team, he was always around him. Like just trying to take in everything, just shutting up and just listening to what they have to say. And I mean, Kobe's came out and said that too. When I think Kevin Garnett has spoke on this, he said, man, I forget where they were.
It was the All-Star game.
Nah, it wasn't. It was before he was in the league. It was before he got drafted.
Oh yeah, Kobe. Yeah.
It was they were in some locker room, and I remember he was just like so excited. He's like, "Oh, what's going on in there? What are they doing? Like, how's the pace? Blah blah blah." Like he's
It was
asking all these
All-Star game, though.
questions.
I think it was the All-Star game.
It was before he was in the league because Kevin Garnett is like, "Who's this kid?"
Yeah, no, Kevin Garnett was
I
in the
think
league.
I
and
don't.
then-
Yeah, Kobe wasn't, but he was at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what it's- yeah, yeah,
okay, yeah. All right. But yeah, he's just like, man, I just want to get in. And like when Kobe was in the league, and he finally got the chance to like link up with Mike, I'm pretty sure everything he's just sitting there, just taking it in, just listening, everything they have to say, just taking in all the knowledge, because there's levels. Everybody thinks they know everything, like, and I mean that goes from age to age. Like at 14, 13, I thought I knew everything, compared to what I know now. And even now, I know that there's still so much for me to learn. And so I try to always keep that, like, that humbleness about myself of, like, there's other guys out there better than me. There's other people out there better than me. But just take what I can learn from them in order to make myself better.
Yeah, I think it's important. Obviously, like when someone's has a position of power or a leadership role or something that's like has more experience in the field that you're going into. Obviously, yeah, like you can learn from them. Even when I went to physical therapy, I would see different physical therapists, and everyone operates differently. How they interact with their patients and whatnot. Like some would be more by the book, and they're just pen and paper, but they'd be very effective. And then they got their results. They healed their patients. But had a disconnect with making connections with most of their patients unless they had a particular vibe with them. And then there'd be another PT that was really didn't take notes like right away, or wasn't like by the book. It wasn't like as organized as you would seem, but made very well connections with the patients, and the patients really were enjoyed that environment as well. So they were very successful in different ways. I think you can kind of like pick and choose like what works and what doesn't. I can try to build your own self to try to be like, I don't know. I always like you try to strive for perfection with everything that you're doing. But to add on top of, even though obviously you can look up and look at mentors ahead of you, but I think you can still learn things from even as a coach, I still learn things from my players. I learn things from my clients, and when I'm working out and everything too, I have a new way to teach, a new way that other people learn and how they digest information. Because being able to influence and reach out different people and then be able to speak to them differently in a way that they can interpret the information that you're trying to give them, I think that's also like lessons you can learn. Or you can also learn from other people's mistakes. Like maybe this person keeps screwing up. Like, why are they screwing up? Like, oh, I'm not definitely not gonna do that. So you can still learn from people. I don't want to say beneath you, but that are behind. Still, like being observant with all the things around you, because like someone's at least failing doing something, and you can learn, even though it's not in your specific field. You can still learn from what they're doing right and wrong.
Just being able and being willing to be open to absorb information at all levels, no matter what. At the end of the day, everybody's human. Everybody at the end of the day is gonna handle things differently, but I don't know. Just being willing and open to absorb that all aspects of life and watch others, I think, is a key that people need to be better at. I think people are just too think highly of themselves when they really shouldn't, because everybody's just human at the end of the day. It doesn't matter who you are.
Well, that's the humility factor.
That's true.
And to transition for Miles to say, from your confidence or your cockiness into humility, whether you're executing or you're learning. So what phase you're in, right? Or yeah, I don't know.
I feel like I'm very cocky and confident to like try and get the most out of other people, because that's also another thing for me. Is like if I see somebody confident in themselves, it's like, oh yeah, like for me, a lot of people hate the fact that I say I'm good at a lot of things, sports, video games, like anything, running, like everything that's like pops up. I'll be like, oh yeah, I can do that. I'm pretty good at that, and like a lot of people don't believe me, but I back it up. But I like hearing people say, no, you're not good, I'm better. And I'm like, all right, that's the type of person I like. That's the type of person I want to be around. It's like, all right, let's have a friendly competition. Let's compete, keep pushing each other to be better. If you're not better than me, you're not better than me. If I'm not better than you, I'm not better than you. But I'll let you know this, like, I'm gonna work to be better than you. I'm gonna set a new goal for myself. I'm like, all right, you beat me in a race. All right, give me 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks. That's all it is.
See, man, yours is good advice, though.
It's okay.
That spurred a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so getting out of your comfort zone, man. What are like the biggest things we can take away from today?
Yours just say like don't like turn over. Damn. Well,
Just
yours
don't-
was like don't leave any stone unturned, right? You don't want to leave life off. What
what
like not
ifs.
knowing, yeah. What ifs? Perform. Well, this is my perspective. I'd rather fail through action than inaction, because then there's a little bit, at least a lesson to be learned and to be had from failing. It's one of them.
I mean, I feel like my reason kind of ties into yours, Dom. It's like we don't know what's behind that door. You know, we don't know if it's greatness or we don't know if it's pain. But just be willing to, make that risk, make that jump.
The greatness makes you better, and the greatness gives you greatness, and
The pain makes you better
the pain makes you better.
'cause you learn.
Yep. I heard this on somewhere, on a clip I was watching, and I think it's really relevant to this conversation and to like overall getting out of your comfort zone. If you can remember when you watch a movie, like a action movie, that 80% of that movie, the superhero loses, and that 20% superhero wins, what's going to stop you, right? Your life's going to suck for 80% of the time, but that 20% of the time is going to feel great. And that's what life is, a constant struggle to get to the next great achievement. And some struggles going to hurt more, and some struggles going to feel easier. But hey, if you can make it through those, you get to some pretty awesome things.
You're going to make me go off on a tangent, bro.
Okay. Well,
Give us
play the
a
outro music. Thank you guys for watching Bro to Bro. This will last time you'll see me for a couple months, but I'm sure Miles and Eli will hold it down.
Yeah,
Until
we'll hold
next
it down
time.
on this side, man. And I think we're clear.
We out.
Deuces. Lost tapes?